Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a historic week for ufology. Just last week, President Donald Trump issued an order for the release of all UFO related files in possession by the government. This in itself is a historic moment. This will be the first time ever that there's been a sitting president who has requested the release of all government owned UFO related files. But is it too good to be true? For one, he said government UFO files. So this will not include anything that is in possession by military's private contractors such as Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and all these other contractors who are suspected of being part of this huge reverse engineering UFO cover up. And really, there's a lot of ways that this could go differently than we have in mind. And to help me out, I brought some friends along to help explain what they think about Trump's order to release all government UFO files. So let's check them out.
Hey, Scott and mysterious planet Earthlings. This is Darcy Weir. I am traveling right now, but I thought I'd record a really quick response video to Donald Trump's recent remarks and statements from his administration. Also, that they're going to release the UFO files and, make more public what has been discussed in ufology for decades now. I will believe it when I see it. I'm a little bit suspect that this announcement comes around the time that a lot of fire has been lit under the Epstein files requests. And we know that Dawn shows up in that a lot. So to me, it could be a diversion, a distraction, and it could be substantial the UFO release. I'll have to see it to believe it. Like I said, um, it's possible it's stuff that we've already discussed or has been popular in the UFO community for decades, but it's nothing classified, as Tim McMillan from the Debrief has recently said. We don't really know what the quality of this information release is going to be, and it could just be more of the same. You know, what if it goes through the filter of Arrow and they say, oh, it's all prosaic in the release? Who knows, right? So let's see what happens, and we'll go from there. Hope everybody's doing well.
Scott, thank you so much for inviting me on to throw in my word in the mix here. I think the timing of the release of these files or the information on human intelligence being here, visiting us, or from some other dimension is not the greatest timing. This politically, it makes no sense. I think it's being used as a ploy to distract us from the Epstein files, which is what we should be focusing on first before disclosure. You can't have, the cart in front of the horse, as they say. And I think that's exactly what's happening here. We got to keep our wits about us. We got to know they've done psyops before. They lie, they cheat, and they kill. And yes, revealing all of this to the public they would also have to admit their crimes and things that they've done. They have wrecked people's lives. People have gone missing, had marriages end, their careers end, divorced, broke, completely discredited from any achievements they've ever done before. Not only that, but there's human trafficking involved in this too. And once that comes out, people are going to have a lot of questions. People like Phil Schneider, who was an original whistleblower, found dead, supposedly killed himself by wrapping his catheter cord 3 times around his own neck. What a way to go. That he didn't do that. He was killed. He was silenced, and plenty of people have, including investigators and experiencers alike. We've been told that we were crazy. Some people were even institutionalized. The crimes against humanity, trying to keep this covered for so long, there's got to have to be some kind of accountability, and the 3-letter agencies that are behind this, they're going to basically they're going to come to an end. People are going to see how deceiving they've been, and that these establishment was really about regulating their own population and not helping it grow at all. So I don't know. I'm fingers crossed, buddy. That's all I can say for now. But we'll see how this plays out.
In a recent article that Tim McMillan did on the debrief today, it talks about there's a difference between declassifying and releasing documents. So President Trump is a sitting president currently, and right now he has the authority to be able to declassify these documents, but it's probably going to have a lot of audits. It's going to have a lot of redactions, and we're probably not going to get the truth. He's had many chances to do this in the past, and we really haven't seen much from President Trump. So I'm not holding my breath yet.
I think we're on a very, very good trajectory at the moment. Trump's message was very, very historic. He's got some good people within his administration. You will recall that Michael Schellenberger has reported that one of Rubio's sources, or a source close to Rubio, had said that we're in for like an historic disclosure or something along those lines. That came out in December, I think, and then afterwards Rubio gave an interview where he kind of like seemed to downplay it. But I mean, if Trump holds true to his word, then I think we may be looking back at that Schellenberger article and the statement that came from that source connected to Rubio and be thinking, gosh, this is it. This may be the time. But look, we're also talking about a very, very unpredictable president who listens to his gut. And we know that there's lots of resistance as well to disclosure. So the real work starts here. We're going to continue trying to make a noise about this. And hopefully, with a bit of luck, we can get some meaningful disclosure of the UAP files.
So in conclusion, are we really getting what we think we're going to get? Are we really going to get all of the UFO files? And will he really follow through this time? Are we going to get the whole truth? Here's some closing words from the great Professor Laslo.
Never forget that the Vice President of the United States said spiritual forces were at work in talking about UFOs.
And I do want to thank Darcy, Chrissy, Jason, Chris, and Matt for contributing to this video. Only time is going to tell. But leave your comments below and let me know what you think of Trump's orders and what you think we might get out of it. Thanks for watching. Till next time.